Welcome back to myfoodchannel.com. It's Camera Girl again in front of the camera. And today we're going to cook up some eggplant fries. It's quick, it's simple, and delicious. We're just going to get it cut up, put some salt on it, and let it sit for 10 minutes. That's your first step. Cut off the ends. I like to have them fairly skinny because I think they're crisper. I like to cut them like well, maybe not as small as shoestring French fries, but sort of close. So we go by a couple of little fruit and vegetable stands, and the eggplant looked really good.
So you're making healthy eggplant fries, and then also you've got this vegetarian lentil and sweet potato.
And you can tell that Buck has been into it because he likes to leave.
That's my sample spoon.
Yeah, whatever.
This is going to make a nice meaty wrap to go with these eggplant fries.
We are going to put a little salt on it. It helps to draw out a little bit of the moisture so it can help them be crisper once you cook them. I mean, this is just one eggplant, but the last time we did this, we also had a larger eggplant like this, and we ate them all in one sitting. But this is the hardest part and the most time-consuming part. And you can tell I'm not making every piece perfectly even sized. I'm not that worried about it. You'll see some recipes and they have them in the round chip. You can definitely do that. It's whatever your preference. I tend to have a hard time cutting chips thinner. But anyway, I've done it both ways. It works. We're going to let this sit for probably 10 minutes. While we've got these sitting, you can go ahead and preheat your oven. You can get your spices together. You can get your pan oiled. Meet you back here in 10 minutes after a little bit of moisture is sweated out of the eggplant. See you then. Beep, 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 beep. And you can see there's a bit of moisture. I mean, it's not like pools that you're going to dance in. So I'm going to go ahead and pat it.
So that salt draws out the water.
Sure, so that when they bake, they just aren't quite so flimsy. I like them to have a little bit of crispness. You can see that will get part of the moisture out. Because we're going to wait another minute for the oven to heat up, I'm just going to dump these out. And again, you could do it on paper towels. So we're just going to let these sit while the oven heats up. Eggplant has sweated. It has done its aerobics. Just going to pat out a little more of the moisture and it's ready. But again, you can use parchment paper and no oil. And you can also use silicone. Whatever floats your boat. There, we've got that. The worst thing is I'm going to do this one-handed. Let's see how clumsy this will be. Voila!
I can't believe all that went in the pan.
I know. There is roasted garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, smoked paprika, regular pepper, and just a little bit of cayenne. So I'm going to go ahead and get my spices mixed up. So just get them mixed around so that you don't have all the paprika on 5 of your sticks. I like to sort of sprinkle it around. And then, again, just sort of make a mess so that you've got seasoning on all sides. Now, some people like to do this in a bowl, but you might be better at it. I just get too much oil soaking into the eggplant, and you just don't need it to be soaked in. So, look at that. Oh, they smell so good. Then just spread them out. And let's get them in the oven, because the faster we get them in, the faster they'll come out. And you just want a single layer. Some of these little thin ones they're going to be so crispy. You'll get to eat a couple before the rest are done. So let's just get it in the oven. We're going to put it on a middle rack. Well, I should say in the middle of the oven. We're going to let it cook up for 20 minutes and check on it. Beep, 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 beep. All right, they've been going for 20 minutes. Yeah, baby. And of course, you could take them out right this second and eat them. I like to make sure they're not sticking. That's one reason I like a little bit of oil. It adds flavor, but it keeps it from sticking. If you make them fatter pieces, they're going to take longer to cook. So you could take them out right now, and I think you'd be happy with your seasoning once you get it to your liking. We've had this before, so we know the seasoning works for us. But I like to add... This is Parmesan Asiago Romano, just a little, and cook them for another 5 minutes. But this just gives it a little flavor. If you're not into dairy, that's okay. You're really gonna like the taste. even without it, but it's just a nice little tang. Just added just a smidge of cheese. You know, sometimes I'm like a little kid. Woohoo! Add a little more. So we're just going to put them in for another 5 minutes. 5 more minutes. Beep, 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 beep. Ooh, I can smell them.
So with the cheese on here, what's the total cooking time?
25 minutes. And that's with these being, they're not quite shoestring, but being this small. And again, I'd get all that cheesy goodness. I think you might be surprised that you can sneak in a vegetable. If getting vegetables into your diet is sort of difficult for you, this can be a type of comfort food. We're going to have it with a wrap and some slaw.
It wasn't a huge eggplant, but it's definitely all gone. I mean, it cooks down quite a little bit.
Yes, once you get the water out of it. They may not be the prettiest things you've ever seen, but hey, it's all about the quality of the taste.
Yeah, they are delicious. I was really knocked out when you made these the other day. Well, you cooked us up another super duper beautiful plate. I really like the texture of these eggplant fries. And I think it's smart to leave the skin on.
Just to hold them together, or you just like that?
Just the chewiness of it.
Mm-hmm.
It's fantastico. You know, I'll have a link down below. You can go to myfoodchannel.com, check the recipe out. Give the video a like and subscribe and all that jazz. But that's it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting all that we do. We appreciate it, and we'll see you next weekend.